Hi, good day to you, Sagittarius. Welcome to Meenakshi Tarot. Meenakshi here. So if you come across this reading anytime from the 1st of August onwards, then maybe this reading was meant for you. But as per normal, we never force the reading to fit. Take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. And if any part of the reading is not resonating with you, Sagittarius, please look at your moon, your Venus, and your rising signs. And those of you that are cross-watching, thank you so much for that. So let's see what's going on for you, Sagittarius, past, present, and future. So I am reading reversals this time around, and if the reading does extend longer than the allocated time, I will do an extended version on YouTube, and my handle on YouTube is Meenakshi Tarot. So it's 4 of Cups reversed, King of Wands reversed, the Magician reversed, 3 of Pentacles reversed, Queen of Cups reversed, the Wheel of Fortune reversed, Death reversed, the Sun reversed, and 8 of Swords reversed. So we are seeing energies here, Scorpio energy. Sagittarius, some of you could also be having Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio around you, or could be in your chart. Or you could also have other fire signs, Aries, Leo. Could be in your chart, could be around you as well. Okay, so we are seeing a few reversals here for you. So, Sagittarius, you are at a state of being right now where you need to look at the decisions that you are making. It's very important that you also realize that you do need to make some choices for yourself, and that you shouldn't be afraid of making some of these decisions. Some of you might also be afraid of being alone, and you are not looking at the positivity in your life. So you're having this very negative attitude to what is going on in your space and going on in your life, and with regards to your relations with other people. So be very mindful that you are not becoming somebody who only sees the cup as half full, as half empty as opposed to half full. It's very easy to get caught up in things and think that the way that we are thinking about things is the only way to look at it. So you need to bear that in mind, that you do not allow yourself to become enslaved to your own misery. It's important that you realize as well that you might be dealing with somebody who's got a bit of a violent streak. You yourself could be that person. You could be a bully, just constantly wanting to be looking at your own self-interest. So you need to be mindful, Sagittarius, about this. And also, if you're becoming that person that's just thinking about your own desires and your own passions and what is important for you, you need to really get into like a headspace where you are truly questioning your motives as to why are you doing the things that you are doing, and why are people around you doing the things that they are doing. Are you attracting this kind of energy into your space where there is this kind of negative drama with people around you? You need to be so mindful of yourself, and you also must be very mindful of not getting yourself caught up with people that are seeming to present these beautiful offers to you and making it seem as though they can lead you on the right path. You must be very, very cautious of people that are what we would say con artists. People that will come up with the most amazing and plausible lies with only the intention to lead you down the garden path. Question everything that is happening in your space. Don't take anything for granted, especially when people come to you with these wonderful offers. It's so important that you stand rooted and grounded within yourself about what is happening, so that you don't get caught up in something that is really not for your benefit. It's very easy to want to fit in. It's very easy to feel that I am going to miss this opportunity if I don't take it. But take a moment rather, Sagittarius, to question everything. Question what is going on around you, and don't fall into traps. So to say, don't fall into situations that is not going to serve you any good. It's important that you are aware that you can get caught up in these kinds of situations. So it's important that you realize that not everybody has your best interest at heart. It's important as well that you are not motivated out of envy, where you are not looking at what everybody else has and say, why not me? Why can't I? Why should it only be somebody else? This could end up with you wasting your own talents and, not taking the necessary steps to ensure that you are successful. If you are going to bank your success on somebody else, I have a saying, if you're going to put your feet under somebody else's table, then you are going to have to eat what they serve you, what they dish out on your plate. So you need to be mindful of how you are controlling the narrative in your own life and what is it that you are getting involved in. Be very mindful of the situations that you are getting yourself involved in, and don't get caught up and say, like, I was not aware. There are warning signs around you. You just need to be aware of what is going on. You need to be very mindful as well that you are not thinking logically enough in your situations. You need to be very mindful of that. Some of you might also be dealing with somebody who you are finding to be a financial and emotional drain on your resources, Sagittarius. So if you are dealing with somebody like that, rather be very upfront, and maybe this person's just spoiled. This person could just be somebody who's spoiled and impervious to reason or to seeing the why in a situation. So maybe it is just you at this point where if you really want to make this relationship with this person work, that you be honest with them and tell them, you know what, this doesn't work for me. I'm not in agreement with this. I don't want to do this. Be upfront, be honest with your person. Communication is key here. It's important that you realize that. Some of you might be feeling as though, things are just changing too fast. You might be feeling like things that were supposed to be going well seems to be upside down right now. And you might be feeling at a loss. You might be feeling as though this is like just an unnecessary rotation of fate not in your favor. So you need to be so mindful that you are not going to be the person that is caught out and caught up, especially when it comes to unexpected expenses. You may not have been prepared for that, but you're finding yourself in a situation with something that you were not prepared for, and it's putting you in a situation that is making some of you feel very maybe frustrated is a better word, but almost as though you've got your back against the wall. So if you are feeling like that about your situations, it's important that you allow yourself to face yourself first, face your truth about the situation, and not get upset or angry, or not even allow envy to settle in your heart, but rather have this reality about what is going on. Sometimes it's just about you realizing that sometimes it is just the way things are. It is the trials and tribulations that we go through, and that's just the way things are. So TikTok people, I'm going to stop here for your reading, guys, and if you want to listen to more of this reading, please find me on YouTube at Meenakshi Tarot. So goodbye to my TikTok people. Okay, YouTube people, thank you for continuing to watch. This is quite intense what some of you guys are going through, Sagittarius. This is really a very important time that you don't allow unpleasant situations to make you feel as though you are stuck. And don't allow yourself to become stagnant regardless of what is happening. This is a time where you need to be brave, where you need to show what you are made of, and you need to push forward to the next step. It's important that, with whatever is going on, that you don't allow the unpleasantness of situations or the lessons that you are learning to make you embittered. So it's important that you do realize that it's very easy to get very bitter when things are not working out the way you would like it to work out, and you are facing this negative energies. So be mindful that yes, you can feel quite upset about it. Yes, you are entitled to feel a little bit angry, but please don't allow bitterness to become a part of your nature. Sagittarius, you're generally very joyful people, very happy people, and if you allow bitterness to take root in your existence, you're going to find yourself someplace you didn't mean to be. So it's important that you focus on the fact that yes, there are these temporary glitches in life where things don't work out always, but also realize that you have achieved a lot, and maybe the stagnant period that you're going through right now it's just a time for you to take stock of what you have achieved, and like in life, there's always these delays that happen. So essentially the message is, no matter what you are facing, don't rush into everything. Don't just take everything at face value. Nothing lasts forever. Nothing bad lasts forever. And good as well. It has a way of being like a seesaw. Things are cyclic, and you must remember that you are in a very cyclic situation. Some of you need to also realize that if you can understand that things are in a cyclic situation, you are not going to allow yourself to be feeling as though you are frustrated with the difficulties that you are now facing. And it's important that you don't allow yourself to become a difficult person to get on with. That you don't allow yourself to become unbearable, that you're not carrying all of this negative drama, negative emotions within yourself, and causing chaos and causing problems with your relationships with other people. So you're going through like a very intense period right now, Sagittarius, where it's important that you look at what is going on, accepting a lot of the trauma that you are having to deal with, a lot of the losses that you have to deal with, but also realizing that you cannot have sunshine every day. There are going to be those rainy days. So lessons learned. This is a time of cultivating the lessons that you are learning and allowing yourself to move on, Sagittarius. I'm wondering, should I do another layer? Let's do another layer. Let's do another layer and see what another layer. We're on. This is for YouTube, so let's do another layer here for you. Let's see what more as the cards have to say here for you, Sagittarius. Okay. Because I'm kind of curious to know, like, what more can the cards just say here? What more? Okay. Sagittarius. You got the Fool in reverse. Temperance, Sagittarius, your energy in reverse. You could be dealing with another Sagittarius person. Could be yourself. You got the Star, Aquarius energy. Page of Pentacles here. Reverse. Ace of Pentacles reversed. Wheel of Fortune on the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Six of Swords reversed. The King of Pentacles reversed. And you've got the Seven of Pentacles reversed. So still a lot of reversals here, Sagittarius. A lot of things that it's almost as though you have gone through a phase where a lot of these things you did not want to face for the longest time ever. It's like you had hoped to maybe just ignore it and hoping by ignoring it that it would go away, but life doesn't work like that. No amount of ignoring a situation is going to make a situation go away. So here you are faced once again with a whole lot of dramatics that you do need to face. So Sagittarius, some of you could be feeling as though you're facing some kind of a crisis in your life right now. You know, it's almost as though you're not sure which way to go and what to do. But it's very important that with the Fool in reverse, you may have made a serious error in judgment with a situation or a relationship or some kind of something that has happened. And you need to realize that you cannot behave in an immature, irrational manner, but you do need to allow common sense to prevail. It's very important that you realize this, that you cannot get caught up in, being too highly emotional or egotistical or wanting to be right in the situation. This card it's important that you realize that this is a card that, can offer a lot of new insight for yourself, but you need to be prepared to accept this. Some of you could be in a situation where you're feeling as though your harmony has been disrupted. You could be feeling as though you're not sure where you are. You're trying to gain some kind of perspective in your life. And you could also be in a situation where there's a lot of quarrels and strife in your situation. There could also be some competitiveness that you are not wanting to deal with. You must also be so mindful of dealing with negative drama, with corrupt attitudes, with misplaced ideals. It's important that you really look at that. And some of you might be having a situation where there is some kind of domestic strife in your situation. Sometimes you need to be so mindful. Some of you could be in a situation with an Aquarius person, but if you don't have an Aquarius person in your space, the cards, remember, have their own meaning. So here you are in some kind of a situation that's making you very unhappy, and you are having to deal with the situation. You might be feeling as though there's a rival for your affection and your attention, and this could make some of you feel very uneasy about where you are in your lives right now. Now, it's important as well that you realize that, you need to keep your optimism alive, regardless of what is happening. You have to allow yourself to be very optimistic. You need to also realize that if you are going to doubt yourself, you are going to feel as though you don't have opportunities, and it could be because you have overlooked the opportunities before you. You could have gotten so caught up with yourself because you thought now we shouldn't obviously say this because this is a general reading, but if it applies to you, remember, somebody could have just made a decision in their lives which has actually become a very foolish choice that's affected a lot of things and caused this ripple effect in your space. So you're going through this phase right now where you are just not, things are just not working out, and some of you could be feeling very cynical now because of this energy that you have, that things are not working out for you. Some of you could be feeling quite, at wit's edge right now, not sure what to do. Some of you could be feeling so let down, and it's like, you feel as though you don't have any hope moving forward, but you need to take responsibility of the fact that you made decisions that put yourself in this place. It's important that you realize that you do need to be very prudent about yourself moving forward. You need to take careful steps. You cannot be rushing into things. You need to be mindful of the decisions that you are making. There's no get-rich-quick schemes if you put yourself in a financial hole. You must remember, it doesn't work like that. Life doesn't work like that. They have this very the saying I remember from high school many years ago, the best laid plans of mice and men often go awry. So this is something that you need to realize. You made some plans which hasn't worked out for you, so you need to be so mindful of gambling and making bad investments. You got to be so mindful of getting involved in corrupt business dealings. You need to also remind that there is be aware that there is no get-rich-quick schemes. You need to be mindful of where you are in your situation right now. Things are not in a happy place for you financially. You're not feeling good. It's almost as though you need to start again. You need to start from scratch because of the choices that you have made. It's very important that you realize that this temporary stage of bad luck that you are going through is not going to last forever. The wheelchair turns and changes. But if you are going to stay in this negative mindset, you're allowing yourself to stay stuck in the situation. Rotation happens when we allow ourselves to move forward. Learn the lessons that you need to learn in the situation. There's lessons here that we see that you needed to learn, and you need to learn those lessons in order for you to be able to move forward to where it is that you need to be. You can't allow yourself to stay stuck because you're too afraid to move forward. And this is the thing, that you know what, as much as you are feeling that, okay, I just want to leave this, I don't want to face this, you need to face what is happening in your life and what is happening in your situation, because you have to find that sense of hope within yourself that things can get better. You have to have this hope that this too shall pass. It doesn't need to stay like this. Nothing bad ever stays bad forever. But you need to also make an effort. You know, it's easy to make an effort when everything is wonderful and you are feeling in a good space, but it's harder to make that effort when things are not exactly working out in your favor, and you need to pull in all your resources, all your strength to make yourself shine again. So do it for you, not for anybody else. Lift yourself out of the slump. Be aware of what is going on, and also be conscious of the advice that you are getting from others. Be mindful, and be mindful of not being misled. It's important that you realize that. It's important that you realize that, yes, you could have negative people around you. You could have people that is not wanting your best interests, you know, and this could be not good for you. You know, you need to be mindful of people that you can't trust. Be mindful of that. Be also mindful of people that are negative people. Be mindful of people that are easily offended and that always want to have revenge. Be mindful of the situation. Be mindful of not moving towards a situation where you are attracting more of this kind of a negative influence in your life, because you are choosing to be on this negative path. You are in a place with people that you wouldn't normally be with. So be mindful of your associations. It's very important that you realize that you know, you need to, this is awareness of taking control of yourself. You cannot allow yourself to become idle. You cannot allow yourself to be wasting time, wasting your energy, and feeling like a failure. You know, things happen, and as unfair as you may feel that things are, you need to have the realization that there is no substitute for hard work. There is no, you know, people love get rich quick schemes. People love to think that they need their 30 seconds of fame to be there. But no. You know what? Yes, I know I'm on social media platform. I'm promoting my business on a social media platform. I get a lot of business from social media. But also there's the realization that my life is not dictated by social media. And a lot of us are getting so caught up with social media that we're not living our true lives. So if you are doing this to yourself, Sagittarius, take a moment to pause and take a good look at you and your life and the choices you're making, the people you're associating with. You know, people show certain things on social media that's not really true. You know, if you know certain people in person, what they're posting is not the reality. So you need to be true to yourself. Maybe take a break from social media. Take a break. Yeah, I know, I'm talking about me as well. But take a break, you know what, and focus on having this positive mindset. You know, it takes 90 days to learn something new. Maybe start a 90-day positivity affirmation, something, but change this path that you're on. You are just losing hope in yourself, and you have got so much potential, Sagittarius. You have so much of vibe and confidence, and you know, you're such an electric sign. You know, you guys can really make such great changes, but be true to yourself. Most importantly, be true to yourself. So Sagittarius, I hope you guys have enjoyed this reading. Please take care. Remember to like, follow, and share, and I'll see you guys again soon. Goodbye.